There are no rules of engagement, bro.
For all the non-Americans out there, let me tell you something, okay? We fantasize about this. Forget that America spends more money on defense than any other country in the world combined. We have the largest civilian army on the planet, okay? We have more guns than we have people. And it doesn't matter that we're divided right now, because if anyone attacks our country, we will unite so freaking fast. If you attack the United States, you're not just fighting our military, you're fighting all 350 million of us.
If somebody invades America, there are no rules of engagement, bro.
For all the non-Americans out there, let me tell you something, okay? We fantasize about this. Forget that America spends more money on defense than any other country in the world combined. We have the largest civilian army on the planet, okay? We have more guns than we have people. And it doesn't matter that we're divided.
The very first thing that Iran did after the strike by the U.S. on Fordo was they bombed the crap out of Israel. Haifa, Tel Aviv, all over the place. This is absolutely insane. Oh my, I could barely even believe it, y'all. And it gets even crazier. The president said if they don't stop immediately, they would be bombing them again. That is bombing Iran again.
It's Iran.
Shut up. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is a whole lot of people allegedly Fordo was barely even touched, only the above ground part, and now they're saying that the president only did it so they'd make a deal. I guarantee you that Iran is not going to make a deal. They already said they would not stop enriching and it would be war, and then the president went and bombed them. Now we have the biggest strike we have seen yet. This was seen from West Bank. And now large cities all across America are putting out warnings because they believe something very well could happen. And yeah, I'm talking terror cells, like the news just happened to tell us 2 weeks ago for no reason. And even, I know it's hard to believe, crazier, sirens weren't even going off in half the places being bombed in the country that starts with an I. Can't say them both together. And besides the terror cells and everything else, like I told you in my last video, we also have Yemen and Iraq getting ready for the US. Bad to worse, that quick. I'll keep y'all updated. USA, we are screwed. We just had the supreme leader of Iran stand up and say, y'all better be brave for what's coming. Not only that, we have multiple countries standing up with Iran right now against the US. We'll get into all the developments that have happened since the president's speech. This behind me is the one true video that we have so far that surfaced of the Fordo explosion. Every other one you've seen is a straight lie from years ago. There's a massive problem with this, by the way, but we'll come back to it. So not only do we have Iraq deploying soldiers to the US embassy, we also have Yemen saying, guess what, we're in this now too, and it's on. Iranian media also said every single American in the Middle East is fair game, but not just there. Don't forget, like I showed you 2 weeks ago, they're warning us of the terror cells in the United States. Trust me when I tell you, when the news shows you something like that, it usually means it's a few weeks out. On Iranian media, they're literally broadcasting every single place you can find an American troop. There are 50,000 active military members in the Middle East right now. We also have videos from inside Iran where they're loading helicopters and other things on the trailers. Wonder what that's for. Even now, as the IRGC is calling for strikes on U.S. naval, we have United States military being briefed about the strike. To expect counterattacks, don't be naive. They knew that this would mean war. And of Iranian Aerospace came out and said tonight that they will see the strength of Iran. Craziest part of all this, they said Fordo and the other places had moved their nukes or whatever they had out a long time ago. Now back to the only legit video of the Fordo strike. I want you to listen to this very carefully and tell me if it sounds like nuclear components are being hit. One, it sounds like a shotgun, not some kind of nuke. And two, don't you take special precautions when you're like trying to blow up something that has to do with nuclear stuff? One of two things, they don't have nukes, or two, they did and they really did move them. Update you later. We just had two different attacks on two different churches in the last hour. One, a self-aliving with a bomb, and the other was an active shooter in Michigan, yeah, the United States. The other one's in Syria. Meanwhile, we have IDF coming out talking about the strikes on civilians in Israel this morning that I showed you in the last video. And we have a lot more to talk about. There's a church in Syria. I blurred out everything bad. The whole thing was destroyed. A lot of casualties. And I can only show you a few seconds of this video from Michigan just a little bit ago. Allegedly, the truck driver ran over the shooter, they're saying. Yep, children in both locations. I really wonder why this is happening now. Oh, and also the Syria church was full. I can barely show you though. There are no coincidences. You need to be watching your surroundings and you need to be praying. Now back to Fordo. Satellite images are showing damage only on the top of it, just like officials from that region and other intelligence from other regions said. Meanwhile, Iraqi militias are getting prepared right this minute to attack the US military in the Middle East. Also, the Houthis are getting ready to target the US military in the Red Sea. Not only that, they also voted they will close the Strait of Hormuz, which means the gas is going to be double price at least. But really, come on, that's the least of our problems. TikTok, I'm not saying this is true. Allegedly, people say yes and no. Allegedly, this country right here is offering to supply this country right here with nukes. Who knows? I've heard it from very good sources, so can't show them, but not this one. So quick question. What do we expect is going to happen? I will update y'all later.
All right, so it looks like we're going to war. Last night, Al-Qaeda sent out a message basically stating that he is activating all of the sleeper cells. All right. Last year, there was a guy that crossed the border. When they stopped him, he said, "You don't know who I am yet, but soon you will know."
Smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're going to know who I am.
He was one of the main leaders from Al-Qaeda. So these are the type of people that we have here right now. All right, so it looks like we're going to war.
North Korean soldiers' phones in Ukraine have been hacked and won't stop playing the Star-Spangled Banner. As North Korean troops enter the Ukraine war, they're introduced to cell phones and internet for the first time ever. And American hackers are taking advantage of their new addiction to adult film. The soldiers think they're downloading an adult video, but they're actually downloading a virus. A virus which is being called the Freedom Virus. The virus is turning the ringtones to the Star-Spangled Banner and also forcing it to ring 24/7. Causing the phones to full volume blare the U.S.'s national anthem, and it won't stop. And the only way to get it to stop is to literally smash the phone into pieces. Since the soldiers are so addicted to a certain type of video, they won't do it. With Russian media saying you can hear the anthem from outside of these Russian bases. Because to make things better, if you bring the phones close enough, they literally sync up. And there's been reports of Ukrainian troops literally finding North Korean troops hiding just because of the Star-Spangled Banner playing. And as of December 2024, this freedom virus is still running rampant.
Hey, what's up? It's your grandma's favorite rapper, Lil Fucking Windex, and I'm going to show you how to start the day off right. First, you need a little bit of that Ciroc, and then you need a bong, then you need a lighter. Down. Bitch, we ain't fucking around. Got a blunt with a cup full of crown, y'all a cup full of clowns. We gon' run up in your town with that pump, y'all around, jump up in it down. And now to finish it off. It's Windex season. All year, motherfucker. Ooh, look at that. Feet didn't even leave the ground. Nothing but buckets. Quick up and over. Buckets. Hey, babe, what restaurant we going to? Swiss Chalet. Oh, can't see the net. Ray Charles. Off the back. Boom. Swish. Half court. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's just buckets. Get back. Hey.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago, a short time ago,
This is officially World War III, as the president has come out and said that we have bombed Iran. But it gets a lot weirder than that. And what you see behind me, the timing of this is just out of this world, if you ask me. I wish I could express to you guys just how bad this is going to get. But I can tell you that we're all screwed, but we all know that. But stay away from large gatherings in the United States, because we know there are terror cells all over. And remember, the news was wanting us to believe there was as well not too long ago. I wonder why. So it actually gets pretty weird. So after he comes out and says they bombed Iran, they'll be doing a special message address to the US at 10. Everything from his Truth Social is gone. Do you not understand how weird that is? It almost seems like he's trying to delete his digital foot stamp from everywhere. Do you understand that? Do you remember how I mentioned he deleted all of his Truth Social posts? Look what was posted. You know, China came out and condemned those, the country that starts with an I. Not to mention earlier, this was the capital of Iran. Shut up. I had said earlier that I thought maybe the US was already involved right there. Also, my video earlier, I told you guys that this weekend it would be going down from sources close to Trump. And they had already said before the bombing started that they would not stop enriching, and this is going to be war. They're going to choose war. They also said that they will be attacking US forces in the Middle East if the US got involved. My goodness. Update y'all later. This is the weekend it all goes down. And yes, this is WW3. This comes from Bannon, who just met with the president yesterday. A massive attack was just launched in Iran. Shut up. And they just came out and said if any US strike happens, that everybody is going down. The craziest part about all of this is they said, first, if it comes down to war or quitting enriching, we're going to war definitely, that they're not going to stop enriching. And second, they said that if we're giving aid to their enemy, that we are part of this. And read this right here to see what these people have been working on. Have you read it?
But there's others, I'm just reporting what I'm hearing from pretty good sources. The party is on. So another big weekend in this unfolding aspect of the Third World War. And no, anyone that's telling you that the Third World War is not here is absolutely does not understand.
And as 3 major military compounds have just been hit in Iran, they also came out and said it'd be much easier to hit us in the Middle East. And this all happens while Trump comes back from his vacation and the B-2 bomber is getting in place. And of course, they've been getting seafood and steak all across America, all different military bases. And by the way, the Army's birthday was last week, not this week, and this was 2 days ago. Very odd timing. Before I show you the craziest part, now we have Tulsi Gabbard coming out saying that they are within weeks after saying they weren't. Pretty odd. At the same time as that, we also have them coming out saying they know that we have been involved with the U.S. since the very beginning. Maybe Ted Cruz's fraudulent slip. But by far, the craziest part is what she said right here, which did not get nearly enough attention. Now, listen closely to what she says.
We are in deep shit. When I say that we are in deep shit, we are in deep shit. You see these 4 right here? These are CEOs, COOs from Palantir, Meta, and OpenAI, multi-billionaires who are being sworn into our U.S. Army reserves as lieutenant colonels.
So it's definitely happening. And don't forget, we can't see anything that's happening in the other country that starts with an I. And Iran has literally been in a blackout.
United States. I have some new information and breaking details to share about tonight's what is historic air campaign. Now, tonight, Iran's nuclear ambitions, they are officially dead. It appears the United States just completely obliterated Iran's top secret Fordow nuclear facility with 6 huge bunker buster bombs. It was originally speculated that you would only need 2. It turns out they used 5 to 6, dropped from America's stealth B-2 bombers. And that's not all. 2 other major Iranian nuclear sites, Natanz and Esfahan, were wiped out with 30 Tomahawk missiles launched by American submarines some 400 miles away. Everyone is out of harm's way for now. That does not the United States. I have some new information.
Ja, de bom gick det på. Gemi vuruyorlar. Of, gemi vuruyorlar. Allah'ım ya. Vurmuyorlar dedi.
I'm a nice-ass nigga to these hoes, and this how they do me? Hold the door, please! Fuck that nice shit, I'm about to dog you bitches. I'm a nice-ass nigga to these hoes, and this how they do me? Hold the door, please! Fuck that nice shit, I'm about to dog you bitches.
We could do great things together, you and I. I like you.
Real genuine question. Do you ever take trash and shoot it into a basket?
Oh, a lot of times. Then I make it.
What do you say when you throw the trash in the basket? Like, do you say an NBA player's name?
I say Kobe.
Yes, it's still Kobe. I thought it might have changed. That's good. Real genuine question. Do you ever take trash and shoot it into a basket?
Oh, a lot of times. Then
A man that can sit comfortably in silence is a very powerful man. He knows that he's confident and he doesn't need constant conversations to feel comfortable. Insecurities are loud. People who are overly loud and attention seek are typically insecure about something, and they're trying to overcompensate for it to try to hide that insecurity. They need external validation to feel good about themselves. Silence makes most people uncomfortable, so they feel the need to fill it with talking. A man that can sit comfortably in silence.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Sit your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I'm like, hey, what's up? Sit your pretty ass soon as you came in the door.
Let them fight.
Listen, I'm not saying he a good guy, but if you go back and listen to his speech in English, we have AI now. So they have this shit translated down to his voice and his tone of how he was speaking that day when he was saying the speech.
Today, I believe that I am acting in accordance with the will of Almighty God. In defending myself against the Jew, I am fighting for the Lord.
But I love the fact that, Manny is younger, and it's very helpful that he's handy. And when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them overhead. He throws the garbage out. He does the heavy stuff.
Well, right, Sonny, but plenty of times, every single one of you on this show slammed men and called them misogynists for saying that they prefer women who clean, cook, and take care of the children. Yet now you just praised some of men's duties, like picking up your bags and taking out the trash. So to me, it sounds like you have no issues with gender roles when it benefits you.
But I love the fact that, Manny is younger, and it's.
Are you on something right now?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Several things?
I'm just mucking around, Meredith. I've never taken drugs.
I love them.
Simpler times.
Are you on something right now?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Several things?
I'm just mucking around, Meredith. I've never taken drugs.
I love them.
Simpler times.
That's fine. So I was probably when do you start soccer?
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, my game's on Saturday.
Oh, you got a game on Saturday. Wow. Your mom didn't even.
The ghosts.
Yeah, your mom didn't tell me anything.
Mom, could my dad go to my game? Could my dad come to my game?
That is sad.
One of the greatest evils that exists today is people that weaponize their ex's love for their children. And then that same mom is going to be at that soccer game complaining about how his dad never shows up to any of his games. This behavior is disgusting, and anyone, man or woman, who does it should be ashamed of themselves.
My brother fights it the same weight as me, so it's kind of like, it's kind of tough, you know, because I don't want to get in his way, and he gets in my way, and then I get in his way, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, what, you know, I'm like, yeah, take the whole damn thing, please, because that's what I wanted for you, was to be okay.
The bullying, the picking, did that happen to you as a kid, and is that why you don't tolerate it? Okay.
Hell no.
That never happened to you?
No, I had a big brother, man.
For this one, Nick Diaz here to support his brother Nate.
Nate, congratulations. It's an honor always to call your fights. And no matter what you do, I'll be there watching.
I want to say Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu all day from the very beginning. Shout out to Nick Diaz Army. I love all of you, big brother, the God of War, Nick Diaz.
My brother fights it the same weight as me, so it's kind of like, it's kind of tough, you know.
Hey, I heard there's a couple niggas in the Middle East that got a little bit too much dip on their chip. Growing up as a black American, I never thought I'd have so much. But what the fuck do you mean everybody gonna feel it, Iran? The fuck do you mean everybody gonna feel it, Iran? Do you forget what happened to Iraq? I never thought I'd be such a motherfucking... But you crazy as a sumbitch. Don't you know why other countries don't like America? All we do is war and destabilization. Boy, you better shut the fuck up when we come over there and get all that oil. Get all that oil about you, nigga. All of it. And if you keep talking spicy, Trump gonna send everybody to come over there and forcibly liberate your women. The fuck do you mean everybody gonna feel it? Iran, look.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
Maybe the next step in your healing journey is to go around calling people fucking cunts. Maybe the next step in your healing journey is to go around calling people fucking cunts.
How the fuck this bitch got little feet but got fat toes? How the fuck you got a small face but got a fat nose? Why the fuck you still dressing old? You got fat clothes?
How the fuck you walk in a club with some fat hoes? Man, this bitch know fat as fuck like a sax.
How the fuck this bitch got little feet but got fat toes? How the fuck you got a small face but got a fat nose? Why the fuck?
Look at this. Look how cute he is. Oh, he's strong. Like his dad. Oh, look at this. Look how cute he is. Oh, he's strong. Like his dad. Oh.
Fox News alert, Donald Trump leaving the G7 early and returning to Washington, where he's requesting the National Security Council be prepared in this.
World War III may be here. Trump just tweeted this saying Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. Following that tweet, This is Iran right now, where tens of thousands of people are fleeing. Then we have these nuclear sniffer planes that just took off from Nebraska. Right after that, we have Donald Trump ordering the National Security Council to be prepared and assemble in the Situation Room as he departs G7 summit and will arrive in D.C. tonight. Then we have China urging its citizens in Israel to leave immediately. None of this is good.
ضربة مرتدة هذا باليستي وعلي يا علي يا
Here's the news, McKay.
How many nuclear weapons does Iran have as of today? Right now, I hope none.
Breaking news, Netanyahu has returned to Israel and he is in Tel Aviv right now. After fleeing to Greece for the past 2 days, he is back in Tel Aviv looking at the damage that he caused. Because remember, he struck Iran first starting this war. So all of the damage, all of the casualties are on this man right here. And this is the face of a man who realizes that his plan to drag the U.S. into this war failed. Because today, President Trump announced that we are not joining this war. The United States is not joining the war for Israel. Instead, we are going to stick and defend the Iraqi airspace, not the Israeli. To make things worse for old BB here, China, Russia, North Korea, South